Hello everybody, my name is Daddy Phantom, and today I have a quick match. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but basically I just have a quick 6v6 match for you with Davon, someone that I met on Discord that wanted a 6v6 Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. So let's just jump right into it. I decide to lead out with my James Harden just to get my rocks up, because he really doesn't have a rapid spinner, so those rocks, if I do set him up, are there to stay, while he decides to go out into his Slowbro here and just, surfs up, and luckily I do decide to survive that, and I mean by decide, my Golem does, because he's a tough guy, and I just go straight for the explosion here, knowing that it'll do a shit amount of damage to whatever he throws out, or if he decides to stay in, he'll die. So usually slow bros are slow at things, but he really wasn't that slow at dying here. So he sends out his Serena, and knowing that he won't stay in, I decide to go for my Pimp Slap over here as Sarah Jessica Parker comes in, and Sex in the City was pretty bad, so that's what you get. My Poison Touch goes off, he gets a Stamina defensive boost right here. Luckily I do get rid of his leftovers. But now, thinking that he'll probably go for a ground move, I decide to switch out into my Tapu Bulu, wanting to take a lot less damage from his ground move, while he actually predicts that and goes for a Heavy Slam, and it does a shit ton. Good on Davon's part, he really predicted my move here. But with that being said, he really doesn't have... I don't really know if there's any point to keeping Mudsdale here, because it'll die with Stealth Rocks and Toxic Damage, so now it'll just die to my Horn Leech, and I get most of my life back, so that's nice. Davon already lost 2 of his 6 Pokemon. Great start for me, because I only lost 1. So now he decides to go out into his Metagross, and really not wanting to mess with that, I decide to switch into my Arcanine. Try to get that Intimidate off, but he has that Clear Body, and now boys, bite the pillow. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This Metagross does not mess around. He don't care if you're a type butthole or not, he's going in either way. So with that being said, Davon is just really good at predicting my moves here as he goes for the Earthquake as I switch in. Still, however, that doesn't work out too well for him, because my MJ actually set up the nice terrain, which means that the Earthquake will literally do no damage to my doggy, which is rather nice. He decides to switch out, and I actually decide to go for a Will-O-Wisp here, which, I mean, in all honesty, I should have just gone for the Fire move, but, getting that Jolteon on fire is fine too. Now I decide to switch out into my MUK, who is Assault Vested and can take pretty much any special attack with no problem, as he decides to Volt Switch here, which is alright with me. I can recover mostly all of my health with the terrain and my leftovers, which is quite nice. So yeah, now he actually goes for the Volt Switch here, and as he goes for the Volt Switch, he switches into Metagross, and I decide to throw down the Gauntlet here and challenge this Metagross to a duel. MUK don't care, but in reality MUK does really care. I really don't want to take an Earthquake here. I throw out my nice green shit onto the field once more, as he predicts me once more and goes for the Steel attack, ultimately killing me, which really sucks. I lost Tapu Bulu, and my whole team kind of rotates around Tapu Bulu. Now I send out my doggy, get that nice Intimidate off, and knowing that he won't stay in, as he sends out his Ninetales and takes a bit of Stealth Rock damage and decides to, hail up in here, I switch out into my Leaf Blade, knowing that I'll be faster whatever he throws out. So now I throw out my Leaf Blade, and knowing that I'll probably be faster and this Ninetales is not scarfed, I decide to go for the Smart Strike here, as he decides to switch out into this Metagross. So I go for the Smart Strike, and it does a chunk of damage. However, it doesn't kill Metagross quite yet. And knowing that Metagross is a lot faster when he is Mega Evolved, there really isn't a point for me to stay in, since he could probably mess me up pretty bad. So I decide to switch out into my doggy again. Get that Intimidate off once more, which actually does matter quite a bit, as he goes for the Meteor Mash and misses, which in all honesty doesn't matter too much, because that probably would have done more damage to him due to my Rocky Helmet. So now that we both kind of just sit there and take these frozen water pebbles to the face, I know that this Metagross will not stay in and take my fire attack due to the fact that he can't kill me this turn with whatever he uses. I go straight for the burn up here and destroy this Ninetales like it was actually never on his team. What Ninetales are you talking about? Ice Pebbles are still flying in the air and he switches out into his Metagross here and goes for the Meteor Mash since I'm now normal type and that would do a lot more damage. It's now just normal effective. I, however, go for the cool Will-O-Wisp here because Flare Blitz just wasn't cool enough. So I throw out my 2 flames and burn him to death. You know, this doggy is mental. So he decides to go for a Shadow Ball here and as my Arcanine faints to that, and I go into my Azumarill and go for the Water Jet since I knew that would kill pretty easily. Now he throws out his Serena here, and since I'm locked into my Aqua Jet due to the Choice Band, I can't do anything since her ability doesn't allow you to use first priority moves. So Serena goes for a Trop Kick here and just stomps all over my Bun and in order for me to get my revenge, and I do get my revenge, I send out this paper airplane looking fly hell of a guy and X-scissor this Serena right in the face. That's what you get for stomping all over my Bun. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll have a new match up soon enough, so peace.